Have you ever wondered how the first people arrived in the Americas? You might be surprised by the path they might have taken. The classic theory, the Bering Land Bridge model, paints a picture of our ancestors making a trek from Asia to North America. But there's another intriguing theory, the coastal migration theory, that suggests our ancestors may have traversed the Pacific coast. Now, let's delve deeper into these theories and explore the possible routes our ancestors took thousands of years ago. Traditionally, the Bering Land Bridge theory was the widely accepted explanation. Picture this, a mammoth land bridge, a frozen highway if you will, stretching from the chilly plains of Siberia to the icy wilderness of Alaska. This was no ordinary bridge. It was a passage created during the last ice age. It was a time when sea levels dropped, revealing a corridor free of ice, a path for our adventurous ancestors. This theory suggests that around 15,000 years ago, people embarked on this frosty journey, trekking from Asia to North America. It was a long, arduous walk, but it led to a whole new world, quite literally. So for many years, this was it, the story of how the Americas were peopled. But hold your horses, or should I say, anchor your boats. What if there was another route, one that involved the sea instead of the land? Enter the Pacific Coast Migration Model, a theory that's making waves in the historical community. This proposition, quite literally, charts a different course to our understanding of how the Americas were populated. It's a captivating tale of early humans not just trekking across vast icy plains, but also setting sail along the Pacific coastlines. Imagine, if you will, our ancestors navigating the blue expanse of the ocean, keeping close to the shoreline. They were not just land explorers, but also early mariners, using primitive boats or rafts to traverse the waters. It's a scene straight out of an epic adventure, isn't it? But this isn't just a fanciful tale. The Pacific Coast Migration Model suggests that this maritime journey happened much earlier than the 15,000 years ago mark set by the Bering Land Bridge theory. Yes, you heard that right. Our seafaring ancestors might have been cruising the Pacific waters, scouting for new lands, way before those who were pounding the icy paths of the Beringia. The coastal route offered a different set of challenges and opportunities. On one hand, it was a journey filled with uncertainties of the open waters, but on the other, it presented a whole new world teeming with resources. The Pacific coast offered a bounty of seafood. Salmon, shellfish, and other marine resources were abundant and within easy reach. This theory paints a picture of these early humans as not just survivors, but resourceful explorers who adapted to their environment and used it to their advantage. They harnessed the power of the sea, understood the rhythm of the tides, and followed the currents to navigate their way south. They set up settlements along the coast, marking the start of their new life in the Americas. So why would these early humans opt for a coastal route? The answer might be simpler than you think, and it lies in the abundance of the Pacific coast. But more on that in the next scene. Stay tuned. The Pacific coast was a veritable buffet for our ancestors. Imagine a coastline teeming with salmon, home to beds of shellfish, and offering a wealth of other marine resources. For early humans, this would have been a dream come true, a smorgasbord of food sources ripe for the taking. But the coast didn't just provide a meal ticket. With a good understanding of tides, currents, and the rhythms of the sea, these early mariners could have navigated their way south, establishing settlements along the coast. The coastline offered both a guide and a resource, a lifeline in a vast and unpredictable world. So the next time you find yourself on a beach, consider the bounty it offers, the knowledge it harbors, and the history it holds. Because the coast was more than just a scenic route, it was potentially a highway to a new world. But what evidence do we have to support this new theory? Archaeologists are uncovering clues that suggest the coastal migration theory might hold water. Ancient sites in Alaska and Washington have yielded tools and living areas that predate the Bering Land Bridge theory by thousands of years. These artifacts are not just relics, but tangible pieces of the puzzle that give us glimpses into the lives of our seafaring ancestors. Additionally, these early humans weren't just beachcombers. The discovery of sophisticated tools and technology suggests they were skilled mariners, comfortable with life on the water. They had to be, to navigate the vast and unpredictable Pacific coast. Moreover, the coastal migration theory aligns neatly with studies of marine life. Areas rich in seafood resources match up with possible migration patterns, suggesting our ancestors followed the food, so to speak. Yet despite these compelling pieces of evidence, the coastal migration theory is not without its critics. Still, not everyone is on board with this new theory. The Pacific Coast migration model is not without its detractors. As with any theory, it's met with a fair share of skepticism and counter-arguments. Some researchers, for instance, point out the potential difficulties of coastal travel. They argue that formidable ice sheets could have posed significant barriers to seafaring exploration. Furthermore, the unpredictable nature of the Pacific Ocean's currents and tides might have made navigation hazardous for our early ancestors. Others question the lack of concrete archaeological evidence. They challenge, despite the presence of ancient sites and tools, whether these truly indicate a large-scale migration or just isolated instances of coastal dwelling. Yet, even amidst these debates, the coastal migration theory continues to sail on, carried by the winds of new research and discovery. It's an ongoing voyage, one that constantly pushes the boundaries of our understanding. Despite the debate, the coastal migration theory offers a fresh perspective on our ancestors' journey. The Pacific Coast migration model broadens our understanding of the peopling of the Americas. This groundbreaking theory paints a vivid picture of our ancestors as not just land travelers, but also adept seafarers. They were resourceful explorers who braved the vast Pacific, navigating by the pull of the tides and the abundance of marine life. This model suggests a dual migration pattern, one over land and one via the sea, each offering its unique challenges and opportunities. It adds a new layer of complexity to our understanding of human migration and survival, as well as the adaptation to diverse environments. Our history is not simply a linear journey from one point to another. It's a vast tapestry of intertwined paths, of daring voyages and relentless determination. And this Pacific route shines a light on a part of that tapestry that has remained in the shadows for too long. So, the next time you're on the Pacific coast, remember, you might be standing where the first Americans set foot. Thanks for sailing with us on this historical journey. If you've enjoyed this voyage through time, make sure to hit that like button. For more fascinating trips into the past, subscribe to the Zain Facts Channel and ring the notification bell. Want to further explore the coastal migration theory? We've got you covered. You'll find a treasure trove of resources in the video description. Don't miss out on our future explorations. It's always an adventure here at Zain Facts Channel.